As I was before, like a couple of games, so I had a pretty tough time. So, sometimes you have some tough times when you play during the season. You can't be playing very well every game. So, I try to bounce back, and I think before the end of the season, before the playoffs started, I think I played really well again, and I think I went into the playoffs pretty good and had a couple of good games there. So I think I'm pretty happy about my season. First season over here. So yeah, overall I think it was a really good season for me.
Your first pro season too. What do you maybe learn about the ups and the downs and the challenges and how difficult it is to play over here?
Yeah, it's a really tough game. You got to be on your toes like every game. You can't take a day off or anything at the game. You got to be prepared for every game, and the season is very long, so you got to prepare and do all these important things for so you can play as good as possible out there. And I saw that I don't know, some games didn't really warm my toes and didn't play good enough. So as I said, you got to be on your toes all the time and prepare for all games. So yeah, it's a tough league and a really good league, but I think I made a pretty good job.
How does the you spent Pro League in Sweden, you had some years there. How does that compare to here? How now experiencing this for you?
Yeah, it's a different league. It's a different game. It's a bigger ice here, and it's not as physical as it is over here. And it was pretty hard in the beginning to get into this game, but I think after a while you get into it, and I think my game fits better here than it does in Sweden. So I kind of like it more over here than I do back in Sweden. So.
Did you like being out here on the West Coast where you got the feedback from the Kings and things like that?
Yeah, I think it's a really good setup to be so close to the Kings, and you can development guys are coming here often, and you talk to the Kings and all those guys too. So I think that's really good for me and for all the young guys who's developing and being better every day. So I think it's a perfect setup.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Lindsay.
I'm sure you're going to take some time to relax and kind of recoup, but once you get going again, maybe what are your summer goals for yourself?
Get the off-ice workouts going, and I want to be stronger and better for next year, and try to be on the ice as much as possible. I think that's a big advantage when you come back for the camps next year or next season. If you're still going on the ice as much as possible this summer, I think you're going to have a big advantage of the other guys next season. So I think that's good.
Played a little bit of time at center at the end of the year. Preferably, would you rather play wing or center moving forward, or is versatility something that you're okay with?
Doesn't matter. I think when you play wing and go back to center, it's pretty hard to do that job right away, and it's a little bit different. But when you go back to wing from center, I think it's easier to go back to wing right away. So I don't know. I can play what I play most. If I play center and get more ice time there, I'd rather play there. So it doesn't matter. I play wing or center. It doesn't matter.